Newton's method is not covered on the AP exam, so feel free to skip this if you want, but it's one of the greatest applications of calculus, so we're going to cover it. Newton's method is used to find zeros of a function. You can think of it as the x-intercepts of the graph. Consider the following problem. X cubed equals x plus 1. Here's the graph of x cubed, and here's the graph of x plus 1. We can't solve this using algebra, and from the graph, we can see there should be a solution between x equals 1 and x equals 2. But we want a method that's much more precise than that. We can solve almost any equation using Newton's method, and has incredible accuracy. To use Newton's method, we need to rewrite our equation in the form f of x equals 0. For our example, we can do that by subtracting x and 1 from both sides. Our function is x cubed minus x minus 1. Finding zeros of this function is the same as finding the solution to our original equation. The first step to using Newton's method is to make a guess. We'll call that x1. The point on the graph is therefore x1, f of x1. The next step is to find the tangent line through that point. That's where we use our calculus to find the derivative. The point where the tangent line crosses the x-axis should be closer to where the function crosses the x-axis. That's the point we're looking for. The third step is to find the x-intercept of the tangent line. This should be a better approximation than our first guess, x1. Let's call the second guess x2, and repeat this process. Find the tangent line going through the point that corresponds to our second guess, and find its x-intercept until you get an approximation that gets close enough to the actual answer. Now that we've covered the concept, let's get the formulas for steps 2 and 3. We'll get the formula for the tangent line starting from the point-slope form. Substituting the point at our first guess, x1, f of x1, and the slope through that point is f prime of x1. We'll put that in where we see m for the slope. And we want to find where this tangent line crosses the x-axis. So let's set y equal to 0. Now we can solve for x. That'll tell us where the graph crosses the x-axis. Divide both sides by f prime. And let's move x1 to the left side so we can isolate x. And that's the formula we're going to use to get our next guess. We can rename x to x2 and 3 for our subsequent guesses. Let's see this in action with our example. Let's make our first guess. X equals 1 looks closer to the root than x equals 2. So let's start with x equals 1 as our first guess. Next, let's get the derivative so we can use our formula. And the derivative of our function is 3x squared minus 1. Now let's use our formula to get our next guess. Plug in our guess everywhere you see x1. And you can see our second guess, x2, gets closer to the real root. Let's use x equals 1.5 as our second guess and plug that into our formula for another iteration. And that's going to take us even closer to the answer at 1.34783. And if we do one more iteration, we get 1.32527, which is accurate to 3 decimal places. And if we had started with the better first guess, like x equals 1.5, it would have only taken us 2 iterations to get that same accuracy. To show you how good Newton's method is, let's use it to calculate the square root of 5, and then afterwards we can compare it to our calculator. Pause the video and rewrite that in the form f of x equals 0. So our function is x squared minus 5, which is this parabola. Let's focus on the positive root. First find the derivative, then plug in our first guess into our formula. By the way, if you combine those terms into a single fraction, that's how the ancient Babylonians approximated square roots. The square root of 5 is closer to the square root of 4 than the square root of 9. So let's start with x equals 2 as our first guess. You can also see from the graph that this is a reasonably close guess. Plug in our guess everywhere you see x1. That results in 2.25, which is closer to the actual root. Let's use 2.25 as our second guess and do one more iteration. And after just 2 iterations, we get 2.2361. exactly what our calculator says, up to 4 decimal places.